What's up, peoples? Y'all know why we here, man. We're gonna talk relationships today, and I wasn't gonna do this today. I was fucking around gonna do this sometime like next week or some shit, but some shit happened, so it changed my mind. I'm here with my girl Casey, Devin, and the Heartbreak Kid right there. And that boy K Reed, Tripod Reed, you know, gay ass. Listen, I didn't like it. Come on, man. But we're gonna jump straight into this, man. First topic was, what's the difference between love versus loyalty? Some women, you know what I'm saying, that I've come across, they say love and loyalty are the same thing, and in my opinion, it's not by far. At all. But you know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, love, you know what I'm saying, that's it's a feeling that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like you genuinely
said that. I was hoping
yeah, you genuinely do, you feel for a person and you wouldn't want to hurt them, I guess you could say, but I say loyalty, that's an action. You know what I'm saying? Love ain't got nothing to do with loyalty, period. A motherfucker, you can cheat on somebody you love easily.
That's a fact. Say it.
Easy. And cause you know what I'm saying, I'll be honest, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Then she gonna try to tell me that I don't love her based on the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, I've done that. So therefore, love and loyalty was the same to her. So I had to simply explain to her that is by far not the same thing. But what you think about this, Casey?
I get what you're saying, that loyalty is an action. I think though, with the definition, or it depends on what you think love is. Everybody has their own definition of love. Women, we're more emotional and attached, so that's why we feel like loyalty is a part of love. It's an action, but it's one of those actions you show because you love the woman you're with. We don't, when you give somebody, that's like when you had said, we were talking about dudes in general, and we were just like how when you cheat, it's different because it's just about the sex, but when another girl cheat, it hurts you to, like a dude to its core, because it's just like, you know that there's something more behind it. We think like that though. For us, there's something behind sex. For one, if I'm with somebody and I'm committing myself to you, you should not be fucking anybody else. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. And like you said, y'all would have a problem with it. So it's not fair for people to think that women can't be like if you fucking off, then I can do that at the end of the day and it not be a problem. But there's the double standard of that. It's okay for dudes, but it's not okay for us. So it's just like, I get like if you love me at the end of the day, but if you love me, you wouldn't hurt me. And that's the point behind love. And that's something that would hurt me if somebody was not loyal to me and we're in a relationship. Now you take the title off of you take that title away, y'all got to discuss what loyalty is.
Right. Because
at that point, it becomes a gray area, which is why I think a lot of females get confused and they think that guys have to be loyal when y'all aren't dating. Did y'all say that? Like, because you're dating. When people are dating, as I got older, I can accept that dudes are going to talk to more people.
In for relationship. Yeah. That, I mean, that's just an understanding thing.
But that's just the understanding. That's the thing, though. That's the understanding. It might not be a relationship to you, but a relationship is just a relationship two people have. Yeah, we've started to form our own definition of relationship. That's the Urban Dictionary thing of relationship. Y'all add in all these other definitions to relationship. A relationship can be any different type of thing. It's whatever y'all make the relationship, not how society thinks your relationship should be.
A lot of people, and I agree with Casey, a lot of people, they think, you know what I'm saying, society got a big part to play in their relationship because they going, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, friends with benefits is a relationship to some women. And by far, because you know what I'm saying, because some men, they put it in the air like we're nothing more than friends. You know what I'm saying? Just fooling around, blah blah blah. But some females will take it as we're together, you know, and you just it's just a thing that like it's not supposed to be like that because I told you where I was coming from with this, and you're gonna take it around and spin it into something else, and then that's where loyalty and love comes to play in because now you done putting your feelings into something that I told you we wasn't supposed to be doing, and now you expect me to be loyal to you. Now you expect me, you know what I'm saying, give you the same energy that you're giving me, and it's not gonna be like that whatsoever. And that goes on to another topic though. Can you cheat on somebody that you love? In my opinion, yes, for sure.
I
Definitely
feel
can.
you can make a mistake, but if you have a habit of doing it, then if that person is expressed, they are not with that shit, and you continue to do it, then you do not love that person. If they said you do not do this when you were with me, and you continue to do it, you're intentionally hurting me. I get you're keeping it to yourself, you're trying not to tell me, but if we're in a relationship and we've made that clear, or I have made that clear, and you still do it, I get you might care about me, and I get that dudes are different, and that sex might not mean something to them, but at the end of the day, it means something to me. And it's just kind of like, relationships to me are just what you will do for the other person. It's not about you, it's about what you're doing for the person that you love or care about or you're with. And if you can't stop fucking other people to be with me, then we don't need to be together.
Look at it like this though. What if just a scenario, what if you know what I'm saying, you the girl in the situation and your guy, you know what I'm saying, he constantly just mentally abusing you. You know what I'm saying? Saying you're not worthy, saying you're not this, saying you're not that. But at the same time saying that he loves you. And then on top, I mean you saying it back to him, you know what I'm saying, just out of you genuinely having love for him. But what if you finding that peace in another man? Do you still love who you with?
Say it one more time.
Like,
Put that the wrong way,
So you tell me basically what he's saying, because I got confused.
Basically, he said, say you feel me, if I was there, and I was telling you you weren't shit,
Okay.
but I'm telling you I love you every day.
Yeah.
But Drew telling me that he love you, he care about you, that you the best thing walking.
Right.
You feel me? Is
As in a different dude, not the dude putting me down.
Right.
Is it a problem with you loving that person?
Loving the person that's building me up.
Yeah.
Are you still gonna love him and still be doing what
But
you're
if
doing?
if I may have thought that I love somebody, because I've been in that position, I thought I loved somebody that was always putting me down and tearing down my self-esteem. And then I found somebody that did not do that. That's not love. You think that's love. Then you actually find that person that it would not dare talk to you like that or treat you like that. Then allow yourself to love somebody else, but get out of the previous shit before you go try to really make the next thing something. But I mean, I think that you can start to love someone else.
But what if it's one of those things that like you hold on to that, but you still got the new
People
thing?
are just scared of letting go.
Yeah.
A girl's worst fear is letting
Yeah.
go, and then
Now-
next dude
now we
turning
get
out
it.
to be the same
Now we
as
get
the
it.
next person. Because it's rare when a guy starts out not shit. That is so rare. Most of the time they start out great. Everything starts out great, and then you get to know that person, and it's just like you're still holding on to the what is that called, the honeymoon phase.
Mhm.
You're still thinking that that's what that is, which is on his fault for making it seem like that's what it was going to be. But if it's not like that no more, and it's been like that, then you gotta move on.
I think it's possible. It's possible to love two people at the same time. Like, I think a lot of people have a
think it is.
misconception that because you love somebody, you can only love that one person. Like, no.
No.
Somebody else can come into your life and you can genuinely form a feeling of love towards that person because the way they treat you.
You can love more than one person.
Yeah,
at a
and the
time.
other person you love because he's history, he's some, not just women or men, people in general are scared to start over. That's why a lot of people go running back to their ex and they be happy with their ex because they ain't got to start shit over. They're already comfortable in that situation, even though history's happened, dirt has been done in that situation. That's still where it all started. I'd rather go back and start shit over with my ex than start some new shit with somebody. You feel me? Like starting over, starting to trust somebody, love somebody again. That shit's scary for real. Cause like trust is a big thing, honestly. And with this whole, can you cheat on somebody and love them? Yeah, you can. I think you can. And I'm one of those niggas. I'm one of those guys. Folks be like, yeah, Devin just a simp ass nigga. He one of those care about the feelings and all that shit. But that's true. Like if a motherfucker can cheat and still love that person, you know. But I mean, because I feel like cheating is just a
Cheating is just a what?
respect thing. You feel me? It's like if you could go out and cheat on somebody, I feel like you don't see enough in them. Not saying that they ain't shit or you ain't shit, but like I just feel like you don't see enough in that person and be like, nah, I can't do them like that. And if I'm in a situation where I see somebody else can catch my eye and I actually think about, you know what I'm saying, venturing off into that person, then I'm gonna step back and be like, you know what? Do I really see this other person the way I do? If not, then I do stop doing what I'm doing or gather myself and see if I really see a future with this person. You feel me? So that's my thing on cheating. But if it happens, it happens. Like I said, mistakes happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it happens.
If it happens, it happens. Sometimes you get caught up in the moment and then, boom, bam, it's over with. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Yeah, but that's just how you handle it from there. You can own up to it, or you can beat around the bush like a little ass boy, little ass female, and just be like, no, this is what
I
happened.
have so much respect for a dude that will at least own it. You'd be surprised
Like,
when
yeah, it
females
happened.
get over.
Yeah,
if
it
you
happened.
were just honest. So there's so many people. I'm that person that if it's not a habit of yours and you honestly just made a mistake, and I can tell you regret it, there's no reason you can't move past it.
That's the thing. Like once it's been established that it happened and all that's on the air, the next question should be, where do we go from here? What do we do now? You feel me? So that's it.
I like that. So, what's the next one? Ooh, that's a good one. Is it okay to be spiteful in a relationship?
To that person.
Hold on. If your partner has done you wrong once before, is it okay to be spiteful?
Spiteful.
How? What do you mean, like spiteful?
Like hold something against them?
No, like I know I get
Do
it.
it.
I'm just saying,
do exactly what they did.
No. Two wrongs don't make a right. No matter how
But
cliche
at
that
what point,
is.
and like, what do you? If you're gonna be spiteful, I hope you plan on leaving after that shit. Like,
Because listen, I've personally been in this situation where I did mess up, but I was, you know what I'm saying, at a point where she told me, I'm gonna go out and do the same thing exactly what you did. Is she wrong?
I feel like yes.
like Kaylee said, you can justify being spiteful, but it's not right at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's the best way to say it. Like, I mean, yeah, you have a reason. Just because you have a reason, it don't make it right.
I feel like it adds to the situation.
You could kill somebody and you might have a reason, but at the end of the day, it's still against the law.
Because think about it like this. Say you cheat on your girl. And your girl be like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing you did.
Right.
And y'all have an agreement like, okay, I'm going to let you do this since I did it, if it make you feel better. Say that girl goes out within a day and does it. You then it take consideration. She's had her eye on dude. She's seen dude. They already had some type of relationship that just made this happen that quick. It's been, I said it's been within a day. Just think about it. If that happened within a day or the weekend.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not a slut, I swear. I have had a one night stand before. Some girls are just, they can do it, but I get what you're saying because there's not many girls that are like that.
Right.
Many girls have an emotional connection. I'm that girl that prefers to have an emotional connection. Like I said, it's only happened like once freshman year drunk times.
Yeah. But me bringing that up, wanted to bring up the fact that she's gonna go do that, was to bring up the fact that you gotta take that. That's when I say it adds to the situation, because then he's thinking, where'd this dude come from? Has she been talking to this dude behind my back? All this shit.
Now that goes into a whole
We adding
scenario.
stuff to it, you know. So that's my thing, But two wrongs don't make a right, like I said.
And I heard my boy. I was listening to a comedy thing the other day. Motherfucking TK Kirkland. He was like, women could never outplay a player. Here's why. Because men, you know what I'm saying, they'll be out fucking 2-3 chicks. No. Let me rewind even from that. In a relationship, your girl, you know what I'm saying, say she want to go cheat. Now you fucking with a dude that potentially had 2-3 other chicks before he even hit you. So now you fooling with
Before him.
yeah, you number 4 to him. Now you fooling with a dude, you know what I'm saying, he got 2-3 other chicks while he's fucking you at the same time. And on top of that, your man, he done messed up and he done hit about 2-3 chicks at the same time. Now you in a predicament of possibly, you know what I'm saying, like in the grand scheme of things, you done fuck 7 people at once.
Stop it.
Yeah, you done fuck 7 people at once. You know. Now, cause that's why women could never outplay a player. Cause now you putting yourself in a predicament. Your pussy is, you know what I'm saying. You gotta come dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you gotta come dumpster. And now you know what I'm saying. You thinking about that shit, and you just like, what's the point of me cheating? I just might as well just move on. What up, Keys?
What Keys?
Chilling, man. You know, same old. So, man, what's the next joint, man? Friends.
Ric Flair passed away.
Oh yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Really?
He died at 70. The Nature Boy.
He was like 95, fam.
Yeah.
Ric Flair was like 95.
Man.
Ric Flair drip. Woo! That makes me so
Get hit on the
sad.
chest.
Now I gotta
He's
learn
so
the whole
black,
chant.
though.
That's my dog.
I like her.
Limousine ride. I don't know all of it. I'm too young. I'm too young to know all of it.
Jet fly, Willie Dilly, son of a gun. Hey, Ric Flair was
Rest in peace to the legend of the Nature Boy, man.
All right, back on this shit. Does age matter in a relationship?
Wait, what?
Does age?
I thought you said that.
Yes.
No, not age.
Yes, it depends. Are you talking about like in college or like after? You talking about just in life?
This period.
No,
In life, no. In
I
life,
think
no.
that age matters when you're acting like a jackass and acting like a toddler. Then it matters.
It depends on how they act. Because, you know, a 23-year-old act different from a 19-year-old. You feel me?
But also, women are more mature than men. Let's just throw that out there. We mature a lot faster than y'all do. Relationship-wise, yes, we do. We are way more ready for commitment and all that than
Okay,
y'all are.
she got
That's
me.
why I'm saying age
She
matters.
got me right there.
Older men think more like younger women. Well, not younger women, but women my age. Like, I'm sorry, but y'all do some childish ass shit, and I be thinking, I try to talk to somebody that is really still out there acting like a freshman in college.
okay, apparently Ric Flair's not dead.
But I get it. It's college at the same time. It's college. Like,
But I'll just look it up. Ric Flair not dead, bro. I look at this Wikipedia.
God, Casey is correct.
Something. Let's just say 23-year-old with an 18-year-old. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
why does it matter?
23-year-old what? What 18-year-old what? Give me gender. Put genders on it.
That's too much.
Male
How do you
male
know that,
23,
That's
female
like
18.
college graduate and high school graduate.
I don't see
But
why
how
you
do
would
you know
do that.
But listen though, back in the day,
My mom
hold on.
is 7 years younger than my dad.
back in the day, motherfuckers was getting married.
They were.
Motherfuckers, it'd be
That
an
was
18-year-old and
traditional.
like a fucking 13-year-old.
On today, though.
That's society.
Yeah, we're having a
But
live
that's-
about today's
That's,
situation.
I'm saying today, though, that is frowned upon. Like, that's
I wouldn't even do that because
I don't think it's frowned upon anymore.
Three
Like
years
how it
is
used to be.
3 years of statutory rape. That's a 5-year difference.
If you're underage, though, that's not if you're
Yeah.
of age. We're talking about college students.
you're
You're
talking
about
like
high
22
school.
to 16.
18 plus is age matter.
I honestly think that when you turn
23.
18, you're grown enough to make your own decisions, and you know who's too old and you know who's too young.
23 and 18 is too much of a difference. It's too much.
See, when I think about it, I think
20,
about
23, you've experienced so much. 18,
You have, but you have
So much
but
more
you
than
don't
that
know,
18-year-old.
But
Exactly.
you do not know that. Let me
You're
throw
too-
that out
In the
there.
grand scheme of
In
things,
the grand,
you think that.
you think that. But there today, like we all know, let's take Months for example. Months has been through some shit a lot of people have not been through. You have been through shit a lot of people have not been through. But me as a teenager, I went through a lot of shit too that I could have sat there and been like, I've been through that shit. Like you're sitting here telling me some shit. All you can sit here and compare is the fact that you were in college and that I was in high school, but you don't know what some people have gone through. But in the grand scheme of things, I guess age does make a difference.
Which
But
is exactly what I'm saying. If an 18-year-old was to approach me, I'd be like,
No, ma'am.
But how?
Yeah.
But what if she approaches you and you don't even know that she's 18? There's a lot of people that act a lot older than their age.
Some of these
Especially
18-year-old
today.
females be
But
looking.
A lot of
35.
people are forced to grow up.
that's the question I always ask, though. I don't know how old you are. I don't
But
know.
what if you
Off
found
the muscle.
somebody that was a lot more mature for their age? That is very
Yeah.
much so. That's
You
very
gonna have to show
possible.
me in that first night.
Ooh.
Then.
Make me a believer, huh?
You gonna have to show me.
I'm from Missouri.
What do you mean though? You can't just people that are actually grown and not just a slut. they will show you over time. They will make you wait, and they will make you treat them like they're 30 years old because they're looking for something more than something just physical. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of younger females that are very mature for their age. Y'all just be on that childish shit too, so we gotta be childish. The fuck you mean? This ain't no one-way street no more these days. Y'all better all come correct.
I would agree with that. Clip ass typing.
Yes.
How have relationships changed over generations? Like
I'm 20.
Not
I'm not
expect to
gonna.
get
I'm not
married
gonna
at
say
14.
shit. I'm not that shit.
Because listen, like in the fucking, I don't know what times motherfucking, but like I say 17, 16, 17, I don't know. The fucking motherfuckers are getting married, motherfucking 12 years old, and you know what I'm saying. That's the only person they've been with all their life, and then you move through time a little bit more. Let's say 1900s, motherfuckers getting married at motherfucking 16, 17, only being with like one or two more people. But now you come up through the 70s, 80s, motherfuckers just is out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking and doing, you know what I'm saying, whoever. And the less, it's a far less percentage of people getting married at such a young age than what it used to be. Why do y'all think that is?
I don't know. I think education got something to do with it. That might not make sense, but back then, I feel like they weren't people going to finishing high school sometimes. And when they finished high school, that was it for their education. So it's time to start a family. It's time to start providing for people. That's why these women were getting married at such a young age. You know, nowadays people are like, okay, once I turn 18, I'm going to college. I'm gonna finish college. And some people, like there's people who haven't finished high school who know I'm gonna get my master's or I'm gonna get my doctorate. They know exactly what they're gonna do. So they know there ain't no time for all that, getting a family and all that stuff, you know. So I think education got something to do with it, and with the developments of how much serious our country's taking education, that kind of pushed back the whole marriage and family age.
People are more driven about their careers, not with family anymore.
Yeah,
I learned that in class.
people don't
It's
want to just
about
take up a
making
trade. People don't want to take up a trade no more. They want a career. Like people actually want to be accountants and actually want to go be doctors and stuff. Like, you know, physical therapists, stuff like that. It takes time and education to do so they can provide for their family one day.
I agree with that. What?
The chorus wake.
Oh,
It's 4 to 8.
Yeah.
That's why I said there's a window. Like that's why I kept asking, are y'all going at the beginning or the end or the middle? It's a period of when you can come and just go. That's why I was like, are you going and staying? That's why I kept asking, are you going at the beginning? And planning on staying? Well, you're going with somebody that's pretty close tied.
I'd say relationships change over time because of social media. Well, society really. Yeah, society really. You know what I'm saying? Because society, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of famous motherfuckers out here just doing every fucking thing. And you know, the average person is like, shit, I want that lifestyle, so I'm gonna do exactly what they do.
No, it's
Oh, okay.
like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I add another one on top of that. You know, athletes bad with that shit too. I'm a witness to that shit. I mean, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I've tried to do as much as possible, just because I've wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? That dude, and it's definitely done me. You know what I'm saying? Bad in my life, but you know, I can't do nothing but move on from that and try to grow. But mainly, it's society for sure. I say, in my opinion, it's society. Any words?
About how society plays a factor.
About why, you know what I'm saying, relationships change over time. Have changed over generations.
I mean, yeah. Just trying to impress people.
from the
It's all about
1600s
getting
to
likes
now.
and about people accepting you.
It's talking about relationships in general. It's about social media, because if, let's say, this is me and Casey are together, I'm taking her out of town, out the country, and then you and your friend get together.
Yeah.
Seems like, damn, y'all going out of town, but y'all going out the country. It's competing.
Yeah.
It's like, damn,
Competition.
Competition. It shouldn't be like that. That's why I keep my stuff private. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You won't be in competition with nobody, but people they forget about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they like, oh girl, we did this and that. We going ice skating for for New Year's. We went to New York. But some people can't do that. They gotta go.
Yeah, and even with that, men compete. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Men compete.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to see, you know what I'm
Who
saying?
has the baddest chick?
Yeah.
Who has the baddest shit? Who got more? You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be like that, man. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying?
I put it on music. I can put it on the music industry though too.
But that's where we go
Music
wrong
influence.
too as females though, always looking for validation though from social media. It's just like he said, like we see them doing this and this and that, and then you sitting there comparing it to your relationship. And it's just like some people aren't equipped as others to do certain things. Like you said, like you going out the country and I'm just going to the movies. Like some people are financially set to take people out the country. Like if
I'm not finna count. My thing is, I'm not finna count another man's money. At the end of the day, true happiness comes
yeah.
if you know what I'm saying. If I know I ain't got it, I'm not gonna parade and act like I do get it. It's either you gonna be with me and love me for me, or you love me for my money and I don't get it.
Yeah.
But sometimes some women, even women in general, they're like, well, girl, my man did this and that. So then you as a man, you feel like I can't do that. Then
But
it's
that's
a
also
problem.
like people too, because it's just like we have like you got a right to show off. Like you should be happy that your man's doing this for you. You should be able to be like, he got me this, like he did this for me, and people be happy instead of making it. Yes, Kevin. There's a bunch in here. Instead of just making it about them. Your bag.
I'm saying, this is just not mine.
There's like 2 big ass bags of this. Well, like
But that's crazy though.
yeah.
That's crazy because I mean, you also got nowadays a lot of women think that a man is supposed to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean,
I'm not like that.
I tell them from the jump. I'm a student athlete who parents don't give him shit unless it's shit I need. So on your birthday, you
My
get
money
a
came
car.
from my
You want to go out to eat? We going to Zaxby's.
Motherfucker-
Maybe going to Zaxby's.
Motherfucker, we going on a date. I got $150 in my pocket. Bitch, bring $50 with you.
I ain't
You know
got
what I'm
40.
saying?
I got $40 in my
Listen,
pocket.
Like,
What if you know what I'm saying? What if I get robbed or some shit? And you know what I'm saying? Now we asked
I
out.
like to just like, well, shoot, like if I expect you, but we're in, like we said, we're in college. Not everybody just got it like that. I know maybe a few people that are just like set already, and this is because they family has money and they inherit stuff like that.
They got set up with
You
it.
gotta think realistically. Like everybody out here struggling, trying to make ends meet. College is not cheap. College is expensive, and if you're not a student athlete and you're living off your refund, most people go to work every day. So why not everybody, like both parties, unless you know they got it like that or they're offering, just like I pay for the movie and my date gonna pay for dinner, or I'll pay for the movie this time and you pay for the movie. Ain't nothing, no shame in my game. I'll pay for my own ticket if I got to. If I really want to go to the movies that badly enough, and I know he ain't got it like that, I don't care. I'm not gonna hold that over your head. I don't think a guy should have to pay for everything.
But and then,
And a lot of chicks do.
And I agree with you in a sense, and also sometimes I think relationship fall whenever the girl you would say, well, my ex-boyfriend bought me this or bought me that.
Yeah.
And then,
Now she got you
and
competing.
now, and I can't do that. So
I
you know
refuse.
what I'm saying? Make you feel like that's a
I
man.
refuse. If
You
a
know,
female hit me
like, don't
with my
compare.
ex,
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
get to this
I'm
shit
not him.
fast.
if a female hit me with my ex used to do this, I'm be like, okay, go back to him.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You go put up with that shit since you missed that shit so much.
There you go.
Because I can't do it.
That's not me.
If I can't do it, I'm not gonna stress
Right.
myself out. For it.
You knew that when you got one.
I'm gonna tell you that. That's gonna be like a first night conversation.
This ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
And whatever you want to do with that information is on you. I'm not gonna be mad at you.
What's the next topic?
You know, that's what it's about, man.
The next joint. Oh yeah. Why don't most college relationships make it through college?
Okay, check this out.
A lot of
One, a lot of these people got somebody back home that they're going home to. That's a fact. No matter you want to say that shit or not, that's a fact. And that person back home got more weight than you ever will. That person back home a white. You just here, so I ain't fucking off with everybody else. You feel me? You feel me? And then there's another instance. There's some people who's a senior who might have feelings for a freshman. There's people like me who, once I graduate, I'm not bringing you with me because when I graduate, I'm moving to Dallas, Texas, and ain't nobody coming with me. I'm not finna stress myself out like that. If you still sitting there earning your degree, I'm not here doing whatever. I'm not finna be all the way in Dallas. You in Martin, Tennessee. I'm not finna be, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, who you with, who you making friends. You see me on Snapchat with people. Because let's not lie, the people in Texas are gorgeous. Don't know why.
Beautiful.
God.
They built different.
Houston, Dallas,
They built different.
all them, they fine. So I'm not gonna be stressed about this. So like I said, once I graduate, it's over with. It's over with. Now if somebody comes and change my mind, then that's a conversation that should be had when the time comes.
And think about it like this though. Too immature about the conversation. But think about it like this. Men and women both, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's literally everywhere. So you got your pickings of who or what you want to do.
You meet somebody. You
Hold
never
on.
met.
Okay, so this has been a great. I love this topic. A lot of shit gets misconstrued because both parties won't communicate.
For sure.
That's where y'all really be losing yourselves. Like I said, you'd be surprised what people will tolerate if you're just honest. You'd be surprised at what people are okay with if you're just honest.
Just talk
You're
to them.
stupid though when you sit there and you accept somebody's situation, accept the person they are, and then y'all actually start talking, and you thought they were gonna change. I don't know what the hell people be thinking. You can't change nobody that don't want to change. I mean, if they're not ready to change and they told you how they were off rip and you still accept that situation, then why would you be upset? How can you be mad?
The moment you,
You
say
can't
I
be
think,
mad.
the moment you
And
say
then
I
that's
think
where
I
all
can
the
change him,
arguments
you
come
lost.
from. Because you have this other expectation of this person, but this person let you know who they were off rip, but y'all still deciding to mess with each other. If this person wanted a relationship and you didn't want a relationship and y'all both went into that knowing that and y'all both thought y'all could change their minds, then you're both idiotic. Like, you gotta be able to just take people as they are. And if you don't like what they're doing off rip and you don't agree with what they're doing, find somebody else that is on the same page as you. It is not impossible. How many people are in America alone? Millions. Too many. And y'all out here, and I get it, some people may be worth it to you at the end of the day, but if you are 90% of the time pissed off or upset, leave. You continuing to put yourself in a situation where you're not happy or you're unhappy to 90% of the time, what are you gaining at the end of the day? You're dumb at that point because you decided to keep yourself in that shit. You wanted to be a part of that shit. And this person is doing nothing but letting you know who they are from day one. They've done nothing to ever just really make you think they were truly going to change at the end of the day.
Which one?
But not everybody, yeah, she got a point. Why are you trying to, there's a lot of people that be trying to convince people that they got a chance and they don't even mention what's at home. Y'all need to start speaking up. At least I hated Trey, but at least at that day, Trey let me know he had somebody back at home, and I was the dumbass that decided to say and think that I could change that. Dudes do not mention shit because they think that it's just the end of the world. That's game over, ball game. Be honest. If you lose out on that, so what? You didn't need it in the first place if you got something at home. If that is where your heart is, if you are wanting to go back to what you got at home, you should not be worried about what's up here in the first place. You should not. I am not going to lie to you. If y'all got something at home, stop worrying about what's up here. If at home is so great, fuck Martin, Tennessee. That's what y'all saying all the time anyway. Why get somebody's hopes up? That's where females have a problem. Y'all be telling us when you don't have to do that. You do not have to do the extra things. You do not have to send the emojis. You do not have to text me on Valentine's Day. You do not have to do those little things. But y'all steadfastly doing it, trying to keep a female around y'all. Look, the female. Y'all sitting here making us look like we crazy at the end of the day. We're not crazy. We're going off of what y'all saying. And then everybody want to be mad when we catch feelings. How can you be mad at us for catching feelings and y'all did everything in the recipe book to get this at the end of the day?
You know what? Good valid points. Let me ask you this. So what happens to the guy when we got this girl that we want, she want us, but we're a square dude, but back home, she got a whole nother dude that's been there that ain't gonna treat her right. But we doing everything right in Martin.
That's the girl's fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's on her. She gotta know when she got, yeah, but I hold women just as accountable as men. Y'all, like, females make a lot of mistakes too. We make emotional mistakes. We be trying to make this dude act like the dude we got at home. Just let dude at home go. Like
we try with everything right, but all the time we text you when you come home, you do one thing.
Yeah.
So how about this? How about this? What if they got somebody back home, but they're not together like that? But you know that, like I said previously, they got history. That's home. That's what they used to.
I mean, yeah, but
History. That's
the history means something we're still trying to pursue a different future. If history really is that important to you, then you shouldn't be worried about what this person got going on. Unless they really trying to convince you. I mean, you're just in a sticky situation, but that's up to you to make that decision. Don't leave somebody else on if you know at the end of the day history gonna win, or you think history is way more important. Let them go on, or at least talk to them and let them know what's up. Like, I like you and I care about you, but this is what I got going on at home, and I care about that person too. I really respect people that can come and be honest with me. Be honest. Like, I'm in a sticky situation. But at least if you're honest, I have way more respect. I can see way more coming out of it than you lying to me and trying to make me feel like I'm just so great and special. Like, don't do that. I don't need you to hold my hand. I've been through life too. I don't need all that.
Yeah. And with that, a lot of chicks, like you said, you shouldn't try to change a man. Because a lot of chicks, they try to mold a man into what she thinks he's supposed to be, instead of just letting that man mold himself into what he's supposed to be.
Ken, when you going to the wedding? When everybody going to the wedding?
Fat ass. And and a lot of chicks, you know what I'm saying, they misconstrued that, and that's where some men, you know what I'm saying, they that's where that lack of communication comes, because they feel like that chick is trying to make them something that they're not. So that lack of communication, they're not gonna tell you what they doing, just for the simple fact that he don't want you, you know what I'm saying, trying to make him into something that he's not. You see what I'm saying?
I feel like it just tears them down, especially when they, like, if they care about you, they are going to change. If you can express that in a, like, mature way, that you don't like some of their behaviors, some things you can change. But when you actually try to change a person, there's some shit they shouldn't be doing. But changing an actual person, I don't agree with it. Like,
What are you doing there?
my ex, he's not a good communicator. Or was not a good communicator, and not good with feelings. And it's not even that he still struggles with that. And it's not even that I try to change him, but I just try to help him understand that you help him, like, being there helps me at the end of the day, and it helps you at the end of the day. Not just changing you for me, but I'm trying to change you for, like, an overall better, I guess. Like, it's not just me just, oh, I don't like the kind of person you are. Like, let me just completely change who you are. But when it can show good qualities, see those good qualities and try to just improve them. Like, he had those traits that, and I could see the potential. I just bettered it. I didn't try to change him. Like, my other ex just not shit, and he always gonna not be shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, that motherfucker shit, but he ain't changed one bit. But there are other dudes that it's not even that they're just changing necessarily. That it was always there. It's just the right person will bring that out of them. Some people, it just ain't worth changing for either. I swear, you acting crazy. What am I gonna change for? Why would I show any better qualities when you're doing what you doing?
Right. So that goes into the next thing. Can a woman or man fix a broken person? Like, can a woman fix a broken man?
When you say broken, what do you mean by broken?
Like,
somebody always
like not trusting, won't open up.
Like
been hurt in the past.
Been hurt in the past.
Yeah.
Been hurt in the past. Like,
trust can.
Can you what?
Trust can. I feel like
Can you change a person?
once you show that person,
repair them.
once you show that person,
I've been through a bunch of shit, and I came out pretty okay. It's not even. They just give you hope when somebody actually just does right.
they just change the narrative for
Yeah,
you.
like, the pain comes from somebody just doing wrong.
Right.
But when you find somebody that does right, I think it changes things. Like, it changes how you see things. Yeah, you might compare at first, and you might be damaged and scared at first. But as they continue to show you what's right and how you should be treated over time, that'll become the new norm. Not the pain and the anger and all that.
All I ask is to be open with very minimum requirements, and give me the repeat of not playing me when I don't deserve this. In my opinion,
Everybody was just like,
in my opinion, yeah, I think a woman can fix a broken man.
I think she can. It's just it requires patience. Women have this unhealthy and not unrealistic, but unrealistic perception of what a man should be. Just how we are, we're flawed, and so are men, as we all know. And it's just like you expect them to do and be this knight in shining armor. They go through shit just how we go through shit. They've been damaged by females just how we've been damaged by men. It's just all different. And not really, at the end of the day, it's really not different. They go through shit just how we go through shit. They're just usually the doers, which is why it's just you have this biased perception of them. But maybe they're acting the way they act, though, because they've been in the same position, just how females act like that when they've been damaged or hurt. Some females are hoes because they go through some traumatic shit.
Kaylee says, no, you can assist them on their journey of personal growth. But no matter what I say or do, I can't heal you or your own hurt.
It's like, well, what about a therapist?
Right.
You can help.
What's a therapist's job?
To help
To
you.
fix you.
I guess the better way would be, instead of saying I fixed you, would be I helped you fix yourself. Is that
I
what
hope
you
you
like
don't
to say?
think fix means like single-handedly.
Nah.
That person did everything. That's
Yeah,
not
like-
it.
Yeah, like
Not doing this.
nobody can
fixing
really.
them.
It's not
Yeah.
like a table. Like,
You can
Yeah.
guide them through that path of healing, but you're not fixing them.
yeah, like you're just helping them at that point.
Not one person in the history of life but Jesus Christ has fixed another person. There's been people to assist them along their personal journey.
Brandon something.
He fixed him.
I'm gonna do
Yeah, they're out of luck.
Is it gonna be
It's gonna be
recorded
mine.
or is it gonna be?
Do you want me to ask Munch? Did you ask Munch?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ooh, another.
Yo,
ask.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, did you buy some gas? I'm not gonna say, is this in Kevin? I'm gonna let him guide the conversation.
ask him, do you know what's in Kevin's bag?
No, I'm gonna say, did you buy some gas?
If he says no, I ain't done it, that'd be smoke.
Yeah. I just gotta leave it general enough so it doesn't hint to we're gonna take this.
That goes. What's the next topic?
Oh, Eagle Dollar, Rip Name Dollar?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see that he
yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
What makes someone a hoe?
When they can, I don't know, when they just fuck everybody, honestly, that's a hoe.
when their goal is to fuck. When they press you with the intention to fuck and make that
And they know that that the person is not just about that.
when they know that you talk to somebody or dealing with somebody and they still want to
That's
fuck
a hoe.
you anyway.
When you sleep with two people within 48 hours, that's a hoe.
Well,
When you fuck
I've
two
heard
best
worse.
friends, you a hoe.
I've heard way worse.
When you give head and fuck another person in one hit, you a hoe.
Oh my! What you just say?
Some people getting their feelings hurt today.
What you just say?
Oh yeah, people gonna watch this podcast. and hurt.
For sure.
What makes
I
somebody
mean, what
a
do
hoe?
you mean? How can you be mad at the definition? I didn't make the rules. That's just, if you could ever just be like, oh, that's nasty. Or if somebody tells you something and at any point you're just like,
That's a hoe.
that's a hoe.
So does a woman's body count matter?
Yes.
I think yes.
I think everybody's body count matters. When y'all tell me when people tell me certain counts, I'm just like, you're a hoe. But I mean, it's not that I'm not your friend.
Body count matters before 27.
It's a weird number. Where you see that at?
I just
Oh.
said that.
That's a weird number.
I say that because I feel like once you pass 27, you're a family man at that point.
If you're a person that consistently says I'm not a hoe, you're a hoe.
If you're still hoeing around at past the age of 27, like the day after your 27th birthday, you should be looking for a house,
Yeah,
a wife,
I said
mortgage,
25.
kids' name.
You out to prom.
You feel me? Yeah.
You out to prom.
It's time to stop being
I
child
say
because you're
25
well
too,
past
because your
graduating.
Insurance goes back down.
You feel me? Like,
That's when life really
if
gets.
you start here hoeing and shit, trying to you're doing all this, you are childish.
Cable must be delayed.
Got it.
Got
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was 10 minutes ago.
You said that 15 minutes ago, man.
We agreed, Caleb. You're like, you're right. We should change how we're saying this.
That kind of fucked up my thought. That was funny. What was I saying?
I don't know. I'm thinking start.
Yeah. But okay. Say this. You knew a man was a hoe. You know what I'm saying, before you met him. But you know what I'm saying, time has passed and he's settled down. Can you possibly be in a relationship with him without thinking he's gonna be a hoe?
It's always going to be in the back of my mind. It's like when a dude cheats. It's like when a dude cheats on you, and you got to think about it afterwards. It's always going to be in the back of your mind. It might be something that you always think about.
Never let that shit go.
So this could be
But-
vice versa, right?
Huh?
It could be vice versa, right?
Yeah. I'm just like, I mean, when they do something, of course you're always going to think about it. It's like when I sprain my ankle, I'm always going to think about it. And when I'm playing soccer, like I'm going to watch out for the signs and like the holes in the ground. You're always going to think about
So
it.
let me ask you
But
this.
you can move on. You can, if you're deciding to go back at that point, I don't know why people do that and then still want to be the victim and then be like, oh, I hate you and blah, blah, blah,
So
blah.
let me ask you this, since we on this. So let's say, for instance, me and you was together, and I cheated on you, you took me back. So that means that every time we not together, is there a thought in the back of your mind that you're not hearing from
I
me?
mean,
Am I doing wrong?
recently, like after fresh off of it happening, I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna think about it because I don't trust people.
How much time is necessary for you not to think about that on a daily basis?
It just depends though. If you're actually showing me, of course I'm gonna get over it quicker than usual. But if you're still doing the same thing that you're doing, then yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it because you didn't hear enough. You made that mistake and I found out. If you're still doing it, well, I should have left at that point if you're still doing it. But
So
if I take you back, I mean, at that point you decided to take him back. You could have left knowing what had happened. Boy or girl?
So let me ask you this: what if a rumor gets started and then somebody says, "Well, I saw him for doing this, doing that." At that point, are you going to go back to being defensive, or are you going to be like, "I know he's not doing it. Let's work it out."
It depends on how he's been acting. If he's been showing me that he's not doing that, then why? I get that it's happened before, but at that point, me and him got to have a conversation. I'm not going to sit there and hype you up and feed into it. I'm going to take what you're telling me, and me and him are going to have a conversation because nobody should even be coming up to me and telling me nothing. At the end of the day, I shouldn't even have that problem. Nobody should have that problem.
But you know what? And I think in a sense, it's not really our problem. It's just we have friends. Sometimes friends make the whole situation work.
And that's what we've said. We feel like people be trying to get into your business, and it's just like I really don't appreciate too many people being in my business.
Okay,
these
great.
days.
That goes
I
into
got
the
a
next
question about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, if your friend brings some bullshit that's not true, are you still friends with them at the end of the day?
It depends on their intentions. If they were trying to be a good friend and they were just trying to come and tell me what they thought was going on, and they're trying to be that person that just keeps me in the know, no, I'm not gonna not be their friend. But if they're intentionally trying to hurt my relationship and just get me to not be with somebody, no, I'm not gonna be that person's friend at that point.
Great.
Because if you were really my friend, if you had a problem with this person I'm with, you either A, you need to talk to that person, or A, you need to come and talk to me. It don't take us having a whole discussion and all that. Like,
Facts.
you go to them
I
sources.
thought it was just
So that directly goes into the next topic. Having your friends being involved in your relationship.
It's a limit.
It's a limit.
Fuck that. That can't be in that bitch at all.
No, there's a limit.
I dealt with that. And then I dealt with that. Some friends are so miserable to the point to see you happy,
Yeah.
they don't want the shit to work.
Yeah.
From whether it be your past or because y'all not hanging out together. Girl, we'll never hang out because you got in a relationship. But don't get mad at her because she happy.
Right.
Stop doing you. Stop being a hoe, and you can be happy too.
Exactly.
That's how it is. And go
Be
both
talking
sides.
to somebody.
It's
Hold
Yeah.
on, press pause because I want to talk about what Haley said.
Both sides.
Haley, guys can have girlfriends,
Female friends.
girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever.
Pause on that topic.
Female friends. If you take a person back, you gotta realize they don't have to just be nigga friends. You gotta, y'all, like I said, this perception People gonna snap people. People assume me and Kevin are having relations all the time. You cannot assume. People gonna like pictures. People gonna do all that. That partially starts playing into insecurities, in my opinion. Because I'm that person. I'm like that at times. But recently, I've had to tell bitch, I wake up and tell myself I'm the shit, so I ain't got to worry about no nigga liking somebody else's pictures. You got to start having more confidence in yourself. Can't do this. We're not going to be honest. Keep going. Back to our other conversation.
I forgot.
All right. So cool. All right. Let's just say you with this let's say you with this girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her friends, they don't appreciate how you are. No, matter of fact, they hate on you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it in them terms. They hate on you. So in other words, they're gonna you in the same circle with them. So they're gonna smile in your face behind the wall talking to that person. they're gonna talk that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that?
I feel like it's two-faced. Whether if they really like you or not, I feel like have that same energy when you see them. If you're gonna say something to us about the situation,
If you have
and
that,
then that person comes around and you're all, oh hey, yeah.
Even
But then
if
when
you're
they
just
leave,
trying to
you're
keep
like,
the
oh, or if you see them doing what you say you don't like, and you just play it off when you're in that presence, then do you really not like it? Do you just skate that person or what? Because it really makes you look soft, honestly. And I hate that I got roped into this. Hate it. I just got roped in.
How's he acting fake to the friends first?
It's coming from the.
What about the guy?
I ignored that shit for a
I don't
reason.
understand that question.
Me neither.
But that kind of threw off my train of thought.
She looked at me and said, "What you think?"
Yeah, it's two-faced. It's two-faced as hell, though. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I respect it more if you don't like me to my face rather than you going to your friend and telling her that you don't like me.
You ain't even gotta say nothing to me.
I mean, well, yeah. Matter of fact, don't smile in my face like
it's just
shit
that
is
we
sweet.
all. It's just like you hanging out and you're doing all that and you're acting like everybody's friends. Then what's the point? Like if you don't consider somebody friends, you don't have to be around them. You ain't got to do all that. It don't take all that. We're not all forced to associate with each other.
Come on.
So, y'all stream balling or
What
what?
do you mean approach though? Like I get like of somebody approaching someone first, but are they just not trying to be cordial?
Cordial.
Honestly, I feel like she's being direct.
She is being very direct. Like we're stupid.
Hey,
Yeah, you shouldn't have directed.
Strong.
What do you mean?
Approaching.
Like,
I know. I'm just saying. Too far.
what do you mean she's already on here?
purposely.
It's not gonna. I mean,
I
me
said she
direct.
retarded. I didn't say
Well, you said you shouldn't have directed at her. That's why I'm asking.
you didn't acknowledge her.
I'm trying not to. It's case.
I know. Wow, bitch.
But I mean, we're acknowledging
Yeah, you
Kaylee
right.
too. So
Well, you gotta answer that. She's acting from a female's perspective.
I'm a guy.
But yeah, this shit.
if he knows they don't like him,
This nigga here is retarded. I love him. Say,
I
can't watch
mean,
this.
I don't know why somebody would do that. What's the point of being fake? Are you sure that they are not friends? If you're sure they're not friends, then I don't know. You'd have to ask the person. Maybe they have an understanding that y'all don't have. That happens a lot too these days.
All right, what's the next jump? Is distance is a long distance relationship hard to do?
Tough as the fuck.
Yes.
Do it.
Listen,
Yes.
I had
Coming
two
from
of
1, 2, 3,
them. I had
4.
Guys,
2 years and
It's hard.
3 years.
when I moved to Martin, my love life went to shit.
Talk about it now.
Brother, I was in my JUCO, my
Temptation.
community college. Hey, we
I was
finna
living it.
living life happy than a son bitch. Y'all, I was so happy in this relationship. I was finna say, fuck all these people. When none of these fuckers finna know me, I sat in the Grove, 1 bedroom by myself, number me, my PlayStation, and some of this wacky ass Bluetooth speaker I had. But I was cleaning on the weekends. My house was spotless. My laundry was done. Bed made up every morning. Living life. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I couldn't hang out with these folks because they had these folks around them. And when those folks came to my first spring game, and see these folks saying hi to these folks, it was gonna be a whole lot of bullshit going on. You feel me? A whole lot of assuming, all that. I ain't want to deal with that, so I just stayed to myself. And through that, I became unhappy, bored, lonely as hell. The best
But
man.
don't you think that's the person?
The best man I've ever played in my life.
Like
What's that?
when the person just can assume stuff like that.
Security is a motherfucker.
Like, because it was bad. Because it was times like.
But why can't? That's what I don't get. Why females always? I mean, we're all guilty of it. We're gonna assume to an extent.
But the thing was like.
But I always remind myself that was like Kaylee. I used to think Kaylee was like that kind of, but people used to think that of me. And it's just like I always have to tell myself with females, I can't assume just because you have guy friends that you are messing with them or you a hoe. Like I expect you to have different friends. Like I have mainly guy friends.
Long distance relationship.
Like I don't know. It's just I think they're tough. I do think they're tough,
tough
but
as
I
fuck.
think it goes down into the people, not necessarily even just the distance. It's just whether you can trust the person. I know people that make it work.
And what makes it real tough is when you stay in like close proximity to that person. So like I said, I was at a JUCO, and with this person, we went to breakfast together, lunch together, dinner together, and after classes we hung out. When I got to practice, we were in the same friend group. You feel me? Really? And I got here, and I was still keeping the same level of communication, the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to tell her what I was doing because you feel me? I was across the street from her. You feel me? I'm over there doing bullshit with Aaron and Gavin. You feel me? So I'm like, I got up here and was doing the same shit. Leave a lot of room to assume lack of communication. And when you doing long distance, your communication got to get stepped up exponentially. Well, that's the word I'm trying to say. The way that you go about things got to be different. You got to explain things now because you know what I'm saying. They 3 hours away, 4 hours away, 5 hours away. You got to explain it to them so they don't leave no room to assume. Because once they get to assuming, they're not going to come to you with their assumptions. Because that's going to bring up an argument. And nobody wants to argue unless you got you a messy female that you don't need to be with anyway. You feel me? So that's just bringing up a lot of room for those arguments that you're trying to avoid. So if you're going to do a long distance thing, make sure your communication on point, your intentions are known on both sides.
You're secure.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you gotta give them reassurance all the time, fellas. We hate doing that shit. We feel like females should know that we think they the shit. That's my baby girl.
And that's the thing.
But sometimes they just need to hear you the one.
We do because I mean, look at what we live in today. Temptation's everywhere. You look on social media, like we said earlier, competing all the time, and like we said, like the liking other pictures and stuff. I know, like you tell yourself this and that, but you liking other people's pictures and whatnot, that makes people think you want that. That's what you want at the end of the day, and then that plays into it, the long distance thing. Like
I'm gonna piggyback on to what you said. I think long distance relationships, it could work, but at the end of the day, I think it's not just the two long, but it's also the mindset. Like let's be honest. Most long distance relationships work whenever that person is not in college. Let's just be honest. Let's just call it what it is. If I'm in Memphis working and my girl out here in college, then in my mind, I know she loves me. She ain't doing wrong. But just the fact that temptation in Martin, in college is there. You're going out to parties. You're going out to. I know how it is on there. But I also think it's easier for a female to not let that temptation get in her mind. Because I think more females, honestly, long distance are more I would say mature and responsible. I think us guys sometimes get to the point where, man, I love her, but I got my dudes right here. They want me to do this or that. Temptation, man. This, that. Oh, come on, bro. Good pressure. Good pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Shorty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But she feeling you. You know,
you like, nah.
Yeah, but she feeling you, bro.
You gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta resist the temptation. Like, that's a demon. I think about it. I need to go call Shorty. You feel me? That's what
It's time you go.
It's time you go.
I got the
He
girl.
right there. He right here. She pushing all the right buttons, and I need to get the fuck up out of here because he finds a combination to this
I think he said probably.
Come on now, dog.
Long relationships are extremely stressful. But if you make it work, it's gonna be so much worth it. When y'all get back together, like get back in close proximity, you don't know it's real then.
You ain't gotta worry about it. Once
y'all
y'all get together, if them phones is constantly out, the phone ain't getting put down, it's always I gotta check my phone and go to the bathroom on a date. signs. It's like, man, put your phone on. Let's talk.
I'll put mine on do not disturb and just be vibing. You feel me? You ain't pick up nothing.
No notification.
Not a thing. If the house ain't burning, you ain't finna get a response from me.
How long should you wait before you take your partner to go see your parents?
Well, you more hyped up than me. I ain't gonna.
I'm not gonna put no time limit on it, but because everybody's different. But when you know
What's the
that
question?
this is the person you want to be with, then you take them to your parents. Too many people out here thinking they're in serious relationships.
So
They
I met
just
my ex-
take their parents.
I met my
They
ex's
look, they
entire
can't
family.
everybody.
No. I've had two females meet my folks.
We've been dating
One
3 months.
person
Her
is
grandma
not
and I had to go.
My mama hate both of them.
So I met
That's
her-
by default.
Yeah, I met her entire family in one night.
You gotta know. You gotta have that very good understanding of the person, know the person, and be convinced that this person's somebody you want to spend time with. It.
Say maybe when you start.
I think it took Joe like a year.
But that goes in to say, how long should you wait before you say I love you?
I just don't think there's no time limit.
I don't think there is either. Cause for me,
People are
I
different.
say about 6-7 months and it starts coming out. Cause now, I mean, it's real.
Yeah,
then.
whenever you feel it, start
But
saying it.
check this out. There's a difference in loving somebody and being in love with somebody.
Yeah, having love for somebody and being in love is completely
In
different.
love with somebody, I say make 12 months to 16 months. You feel me? But saying I love you, maybe like 6-7 months. Honestly, because you can have love with somebody. You can love somebody, but you ain't gotta be in love with them to love them. Come on, man.
Right. Come on, nah, dog.
Steve Harvey taught me that.
That's high level.
No, but for real, I mean it. Being in love and loving somebody are two totally different things, two totally different beasts. For real. For real. Absolutely. For real.
I couldn't really tell you how long it took me to do it. Just say the shit, because because I mean, personally in a relationship, I start off with a wall up. You know what I'm saying?
What? Like you will mention it to me,
I
like
think it was
you will
9
not
months.
open up.
I think it was like 9 months for me.
Like it becomes like like Devin, why do you not open up? Like Devin, you joke about everything.
I had to be
I'm
sure
gonna start
this
this shit
person was
off.
going to be on the same shit. It took 9 months. I'm not gonna lie to you. Before I felt truly comfortable, and I was still uncomfortable.
Yeah, like you gotta show me different things than what the last one, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
couldn't do. You gotta show me that you are capable of doing everything that I need you to do. Once you show me that, then the wall will slowly come down.
Then these walls will come down one by one. You feel me? Dead ass. Cause like I'll be so closed up. If she sees me getting emotional, she pulling her phone out. She gotta get this on record. This is a rare sight. Especially this week. I done cried about 3-4 times just this week alone. And she been in the room like, you finna cry? You finna cry? Like, damn, it's not like Jesus finna come back. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I be that closed up, that caged up. This nigga Tony will turn the volume up.
We didn't know you thought
But yeah. You about done with this motherfucker anyway, man. Didn't need it to be too long. We had great topics today, man. Great conversation. Be easy, y'all. For my boy Devin. New. My boy Case.
I want some water.
Be easy.
We've been on here for an hour. We didn't feel like it.